in our 16 year of education, we are able to speak a single word actually. This is really great development in our society actually. So today we are going to learn about that why we are not speaking actually. Behind this, the problem is behind listening. Actually, we are unable to listen natives. What are the problems in listening? Today we are going to explore. Before we have to start our learning, actually some life skills that we have to make for my career and life others. Every statement should have some arguments. When we say something, when we pass some statement, behind the statement we should have some arguments of what is the actual statement. And every action should have reasons. I'm teaching here, what are the reasons? I'm doing TAFL, what are the reasons? Make your mind clear if you want to become successful in your life, in every age. Anything. Well, here's some predictions by Jim Brown. He was really great entrepreneur, long by an American. And I deserve a good life. Actually, behind this statement, the philosophy is that you have a good life by nature. This is not given by someone, given by God. Just need to explore that what is the inner qualities behind these. Don't think what happened, think what to do. In our society, we people actually argue the environment, the facilities. These are not problems. Don't think what happened, what are here. Think about it, what to do. What can you do actually in your field? Why we are here? For learning. For learning and for learning, what is the important thing? This is open your mind. Okay? Here's some game if you can play. When we are going to do something, the first question is that are we here to do this thing or not? Are we going to do this thing or not? Are we open-minded or somewhere? And this is actually a statement, are you open-minded or not? If I ask, you say, yes, we are open-minded, this is statement. And the behind statement, you have some arguments we have done before. And can you prove it? Here's some game, opening mind game. Actually, we have short time, otherwise we'll play it. Come to the topic now. How many skills in any language? There are 4 languages. Could you please count? And the interesting thing is that if you learn first to then automatically to others, you can learn easily. Would you please guess what are the 2 reciprocal skills and what are the productive?
Active singing, listening and speaking.
Yes.
Productive reading and writing.
Today, as you know, we are going to talk about speaking. Behind speaking, actually, the reason for listening. We are not becoming a good speaker of English language. Instead of that, we have been studying English language from play class. And after doing MA English, we are unable to communicate with native. What are the problems? According to me, during studying TOEFL, I have discovered 4 major problems towards listening. If you can improve it, you can become a good speaker. Actually, you can become a good listener. Behind this, the result is good speaker. These are the problems actually. First, sounds. Second, contraction. And the third, this is assimilation. And the fourth is intonation. Now we come to one by one and explore it, how it works actually. First one is sound. Here are some problems in some sounds to pronounce it like native. If Pakistani and Indian people want to learn English language, this is really easy actually. Because in our native tongue, it could be Seraiki, Punjabi, or Urdu, the majority of sounds are present, but some are missed. But if Chinese or Japanese people want to learn English language, this is really difficult for them because the sounds are all absent in their native tongue. This is the sound actually to C or ka. We can pronounce it. We normally pronounce it ka, but the true pronunciation, the sound is ka. Ka. And next is P. We pronounce it P or pa, like pa. We pronounce it ta and cha. And you can see here AL. When you find AL in front of any word, you may pronounce it not all but all. Come to this example here. Okay, I actually call this is English and English, which we style follow in our Pakistan. Actually, we pronounce and we speak English, and the native is English. I pronounce these all words in English, you will pronounce it in English, okay? Camera, come, can, cut, kill, a lot of words actually. Yes. Potato, potato. Pakistan, Poland. Okay, in a minute actually you are becoming English and I am becoming English. This is ta sound, tomato, tree, tennis, TV, teacher, and telephone. This is not cha sound, this is cha sound, China, chocolate, teacher, chimpanzee, choice, choose. Here are some words beginning from AL. A, on, mall, fall, ball, pot, and ball. The second problem is contraction. What is its mean actually? Contraction in a word or phrase that has been shortened by dropping one or more letters in writing. Actually. Okay? Okay. There are some contraction words here. Are not becomes aren't or ain't. This is ain't. And cannot becomes can't. Did not becomes didn't. Do not becomes not, and so on you can see here. The third problem is assimilation. What it means actually. In phonology, assimilation is the process of sound change in which a sound becomes similar to another sound in its immediate environment. Handbag becomes handbag when natives speak fluently. Want to becomes wanna. That girl becomes that girl. Good boy becomes good boy. Good job becomes good job. And friends becomes friend. The last problem is intonation. And what is? Intonation describes how the voice rises and falls in speech. The three main patterns of intonation in English are falling intonation, rising intonation, fall rise intonation. And here you can see some example. If you pronounce it, for example, first sentence is she got a dog. This is actually complete meaning. We are informing someone that she got a dog. This is falling sound. And that's, second is she got a dog. She got a dog. This is actually the questioning. You are putting some stress at the end of, and this is rising tone. Here you can see some Urdu example. Acha, acha, acha. You can pronounce it as you know. Acha. For example, someone speaking and you're ignoring, and you are not interested to listening, and you say acha, acha. Actually, you are ignoring. And someone says, I have passed, and you say, you have passed. Actually, acha tu pass ho gayi, ya tu pass ho gaya. This is rising tone. And the last tune is acha. It means you're fighting someone and you will go outside the class. I will ask you what you did with me. So this is all about the listening problem in our listen. If you can improve it, you can become a good speaker in very few days. Actually, I have discovered. So thank you very much for this and love you very much.